didn't know better. I wonder if you think about the things I could have been. Barely knew each other, all the things we said and did. I settle in these thoughts I probably shouldn't meddle in, but you gave me a call and said I shouldn't let you in. Man, it's funny, you ain't the only one with a past. You see a smile on my face and all the green on my grass. Halos and wings is what you think that I have, but what you see is an act. Everything is a mask. Don't you ever try and tell me you're too broken for me. I got pieces in the mirror I ain't willing to see. I couldn't tell you this the other day, I knew you would leave, but see, you're perfect to me. There's not a thing that you need. But no matter what I tell you, girl, I swear you never listen. All you say is I don't get it, you don't know me, just forget it. I know you're broken hearted with a lot of regrets. You're trying to clean up the mess, sewing together what's left. You said
I used to trust so easily, I used to fall for anything, but under all my boundaries, I just didn't know better. I used to have no confidence, uncomfortable in my skin. Deep down, way, way back then,
hey.
I just didn't know better.
You just didn't know better, no. Rain on your window pane, laying on your bed, talking for hours, just a blur in the end. Emotional kids trying to feel something again. I wrote you a text, but I never hit send. It's hard for me to tell you that I've been through it too. Like when you try to be together, but it breaks you in two. When you believe in someone so much you don't know what to do. When you're looking in the mirror like, are you really you? Insecurities, looking for security. You give them love that you don't get like it's a charity. I don't believe in meant to be, I believe in let it be. I don't want another promise, I need clarity. So am I wasting my time? Do you feel what I feel? I love the things you tell me, now tell me, is it real? Laying on her bed, I saw the tears in her eyes. I said I'm full of regrets, I had to bury inside. Cause
I used to trust so easily, I used to fall for anything, but under all my boundaries,
I just didn't know better.
I used to have no confidence, uncomfortable in my skin. Deep down, way, way back then, I just didn't know better.
Is a drug and I can't get enough. I guess I ain't giving up until it kills me. But I do got a mask and I ain't taking it off, cause I don't want anybody to see the real me. You ask me what's wrong and all I say is I'm fine. You say don't worry, one day I know you will be. I said how do you know? She said that's not how it goes. You'll never know if you don't let me feel the real thing.
I used to trust so easily, I used to fall for anything, but under all my boundaries, I just didn't know better. I used to have no confidence, uncomfortable in my skin. Deep down, way, way back then, I just didn't know better.
We gon' be okay, we gon' be alright. 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 Must have been 2:11 when the world ended. At least it felt like it at the time. Teenage years make a heartbreak worse. Plus a lot was going on, couldn't stop it at the time. Dad tried to flip the house. funny that it all ended upside down. Known for being optimistic, started feeling different. Couldn't fix it, started writing lyrics, all because nobody tried to hear it. Around the same time, hooked to the nicotine. Music and the smoke were synonymous to me, it seemed. Paid prices through devices, both sides. Obsessed with a vision, I knew I could make mine. I knew it would take time, I knew they would outshine. Thought it was just music, didn't know that they would take sides. Freestyle at the party, they said turn it down. Sorry, was I talking over what you're gossiping about? Small town with dreams that didn't involve skis. Looking at me like a weirdo, outside of the scene. Stuck to my friends, stopped fucking with fair weather. But the maple showers brought out the Mayweather. Didn't know what I was doing, but I knew I couldn't stop. Wasn't slowing down, even when my fourth tape dropped. Around the time I was drunk most my freshman year. Was so focused on my craft that my grades got weird. Thought I figured out, I just wasn't made for degrees. Went home, then I went back, early 14. All my friends had new friends and I lived off campus in a dingy apartment on a twin bed mattress. Sucked, but I kept my grades up for a bit. I would kick it with some homies every now and again, but the Laramie cold was keeping me inside. And I was smoking on the green when I needed to write. Wasn't able to sleep or even write without it. And being alone made my anxiety spike. If I was hanging with the group, I was drinking that night. Couldn't handle being out without a drink in my sight. Was a mess working on the science of feeling tall. If it wasn't for that tape, I wouldn't get it at all. Recording on a mic that was USB. Thankfully I had Craig making all of my beats. Still struggling trying to be heard. Still a joke back home, stuck in his work. Dropped science to dead silence. I was like, word, they don't get it yet, but I swear that it's gonna work. Went back home for the summer, met up with a girl that I used to love. But I was all messed up at the time because I couldn't deal with thinking about another end to us. She brought me back to life, back in senior year. Couple months of that and then she disappeared. She explained to me, and it made sense to me, that I couldn't move forward with a heart in fear. So I got distant on some bitch shit, can't lie, I was truly being a dipshit. Like oh my, knew I would move to Seattle then. Home never let me stay too long, I guess. Music wasn't making money, so I headed out to AI art school, so I thought cool, I'ma be fine. Family wanted a degree, cool, I'ma get mine. Not sure if I made the move for me at the time, I just had to get out. I was just tired of being home. Every ounce of my future was riding on a microphone. That's a lot of pressure, even for a condenser with no mentor to measure up. My music was truly meant to deliver. Fell in love with the city, fell back in love with my art. I was truly in the present, I learned to follow my heart. Truly independent and finally making my mark. 18 worldwide with steady light and a spark. 100K, a couple million, then tens. Views gone crazy, I was over the fence. I was over the moon and the Neverland drop. That right there, what I'm never gonna land off. AI wasn't really what I thought it would be, but I met a couple friends I've been happy to keep. Left that summer back home again. Then I started plotting out how the team would win. We decided it was time that we all should meet overseas with the team for a couple of weeks. Patrick, Craig, Glenn, Gustav and me set up in a cabin south of Stockholm streets. 5 musicians, 4 countries, 1 album. Took 5 years to make this our outcome. Used to ask how come, now they ask how. I just believed in it way more than most doubt. I just remained me and painted what I've seen, painting you all the lows and highs in these dreams. All the pleasure and pain, the sun that came out the rain. Now we on our way, life will never be the same. To the fact that the world makes plans that the mind can't hatch. No heart makes dreams working time can't match. And I choose to be truth, nothing rhymes like that.
haters were up on me, I just told them stay up out of my way. Because I got a real bad temper, it's the middle of September. I don't think you wanna catch my case. Man, if you do so much as touch me, then it's bound to get ugly where police gon' end up all in my face. So, to eliminate the problem, I pop a bottle, then yell out sayonara and have a nice day.
How could I know what it's like? How could I know what a life? Know a lot of artists who don't like to bring it to light, and I'm included in that, I ain't saying it's right. But it's been pushed out the news, don't look like change will happen soon. Donald Trump is all that they talk about, I'm tired of it too. They only talking about racism when the city's burning up, when cops are getting shot, and when the shooter's getting caught. Peaceful protests rarely get a mention. Y'all demanded this could be prevented. Y'all sensationalize the violence just to get a check-in. What's the message? Only getting heard when you draw the weapon. You wonder why these people getting hurt. You ain't learned your lesson. Interview yourselves, god damn it, that might answer questions. Look at how you rep it, what's projected. Fuck you Fox News, y'all won't ever get it. So I gotta step in, white man from the 307, telling y'all I'm fed up with
When
it.
I woke up this morning and the haters were up on me, I just told them stay up out of my way. Because I got a real bad temper, it's the middle of September. I don't think you wanna catch my case. Man, if you do so much as touch me, then it's bound to get ugly where police gon' end up all in my face. So, to eliminate the problem, I pop a bottle, then yell out sayonara and have a nice day.
Words of bros, I'll never relate to that. Might get pulled over, they check my ID and hit the gas. All these divisions, race, religion, economic class. How are we free till realities can overlap? I know what it's like to live round dollars on dollars, and I know what it's like to see that money get smaller. And I know what it's like to live with and without God, but I'll never know life at systematical odds. Fucked how the system has played with all of our minds. Wish that we could see each other through a child's eyes. No prejudice instilled, manipulation of the will. One world, under one sun, over one race that is human. We fight amongst ourselves like, what the hell are we doing? Shit is so outlandish while we fucking up the planet. Fighting over someone's color while our planet's in the red. A miracle in a sunbeam, yeah, y'all know what I've said.
When I woke up this morning and the haters were up on me, I just told them stay up out of my way. Because I got a real bad temper, it's the middle of September. I don't think you wanna catch my case. Man, if you do so much as touch me, then it's bound to get ugly where police gon' end up all in my face. So, to eliminate the problem, I pop a bottle, then yell out sayonara and have a nice day. When I woke up this morning and the haters were up on me, I just told them stay up out of my way. Because I got a real bad temper, it's the middle of September. I don't think you wanna catch my case. Man, if you do so much as touch me, then it's bound to get ugly where police gon' end up all in my face. So, to eliminate the problem, I pop a bottle, then yell out sayonara and have a nice day.